Is Krishan fighting right now? Cause I'm trying to catch the fight. Let me wipe my camera real quick. Happy Saturday, happy Saturday, happy Saturday, happy Saturday. Thank you for the. Okay, I don't know where you at. Hold on. I'm having a great day, Emily. Thank you for asking. I'm having a great day, Emily. Thank you for asking. Let me see if my mic does it over here on my computer. Because I'm like, if it's doing it over here, then it must be the mic. Hold on. Yeah. Hold on. This ain't me now. Hold on just a second. Let me get my mic queued up here. Yeah. Oh, these technical difficulties are just giving me a run for my money today. But you know, you have to do it like online. I mean, you have to do it like while you're live. You can't. There's no way to like trial and error it. You know, before you get here. Bummer. Oh, did I wipe that? I wiped it off. Let me see how this audio sound. Is Krishan fighting right now? She's so loud. Hold on. Hold on. I gotta check my audio. Tell me, can you hear me? In the mic. I need to hear the mic. Okay. Mic check. Tell me if you can hear me. My computer uses the microphone. No problems. Wait. Who? There is this. I can hear it. Wait. I wonder, is it every time I talk? I'm trying to find the fight. I'm just trying to find the fight. Hold on. Right, that's all I'm trying to do. Hold on. Let me go see if I can find Krishan real quick. She's supposed to be fine. Oh my god. Let me see what happened. They saying somebody she knocked her out. Do we want to see the highlights or do we want to see the fight? Who is this? Who is this?
When it comes to lowering healthcare costs in Georgia, we need to move fast. As governor, I'll fight back against Trump's cuts to Medicaid, stand up to Big Pharma, and I'm going to invest in health clinics and hospitals throughout Georgia. Because you shouldn't have to wait any longer for healthcare you can afford.
Seedance 2.0 is now on Artlist, and you can get precisely what you want.
I'll take a robbery with a fight scene on the side.
It's a robbery!
And if you have it,
Is that Tokyo Tony? Cut that shit down. Is that Tokyo Tony talking like that? We know Tokyo Tony. No, that's Tommy. With this fishnet dress.
My big ass is up on the chair.
Get to the fight. All this. There
go the bell.
All these people in the way. Oh. Okay. Krishan had her little first fight today.
Be sure to join us for the after party on the 3rd floor. This party's going all night.
Okay. Let me see what you got here. Look how little white and gold, no lashes. Ooh. Keep the camera steady. Who is this shit? I don't know who this is holding the camera. I ain't gonna be able to do it. Ooh, I can't keep this camera still. I might have to find a better angle, honey, because who are this is? I don't expect for her to be, but still, honey, please. You got one job to do, and that's keep the phone still. I was trying to watch the full fight. I didn't want to watch the shorts and the highlights. This might be somebody with a
Get
steady
Spectrum
hand.
fiber-powered internet and 2 Spectrum mobile phone lines, each for just $30 a month, and save it.
Pausing you now. Do not hit on the brake. Do not hit anybody when they're down.
Because that different than this. Oh, this is... Oh, there it is, there it is, there it is. Hold on.
And you all know what time it is.
With the fire. Okay, so I'm got a little trouble. Okay, do it with her. Okay. Well, remember they not there. I think Zenith might be a little professional, but Scoot back. Look at these two boys. Look at this y'all. Bring your composure. Look at this y'all. Punch him out. These two boys. Coming in swinging at the L. She always speeding shit. What's supposed to be a boxer? Because she's baby blue. And I thought she was the boxer. Put that hair back in your face. You should have had them braided up. I don't know why she didn't have them locks braided down or something. She just threw them in the ponytail trying to be cute with that blue. Now they falling all in the face. She can't damn see. Lord have mercy. Look at these two. Look at these two. Look at these two.
We have a decision. Judges scoring the fight 28-29, 29-28, and 29-27 for a split decision.
Ooh.
Taking home the X-Rumble Women's Amateur Middleweight Championship title. Out of the red corner, Michelle Harriet Malone.
Zenith, you did good, honey. You listen. Let me tell you something. That Zenith, she definitely did good for sure. We got to stay in order. We got to stay in order. Let's go ahead and get Kevin out of the way because Kevin dropped this Thursday. First of all, shout out to Krishan. Kevin had dropped this Thursday, and oh my god. Oh my goodness. The way my back
Dear
is set
Mr.
up.
Potter, we are pleased to inform you that you have been accepted at Hogwarts School.
I ain't gonna make it.
In the autumn of 2025, a young English musician unexpectedly boarded a plane from London Heathrow to Gainesville, Florida.
Gainesville. From London. Okay.
Days later, she missed her flight home. The horror that befell Sonia Exelby was both shocking and tragically predictable. The strange truth finally revealed through her secret messages, plans that developed in the shadows and the darkest corners online.
And I'm gone. Bitch is gone. Sorry, but
did you say bitch is gone?
Yeah.
Hi there, I'm Kevin, and welcome to Just Thought Lounge. Today's case is as strange as it is disturbing.
Okay.
This is the story of two people that seem to have no connection, nothing in common.
Right.
It begins mysteriously, but the truth did not stay buried for very long. Let's take a look. On the afternoon of October 17th, 2025, law enforcement in the community of Marion Oaks, Florida, made a disturbing discovery in the woods. Focusing on an area where soil had been disturbed, officers found a shallow grave. From the earth, they pulled the body of 32-year-old Sonia Exelby. She had been reported missing days earlier. Sonia had sustained 4 stab wounds to her torso, bruising to other parts of her body, and an abrasion to her neck. Her death was ruled a homicide. Exactly 1 week earlier, Sonia had traveled from her home in Portsmouth, England, to Gainesville, Florida. Her return flight was scheduled for just 2 days later. She was not on it. The city of Portsmouth is located on England's south coast in the county of Hampshire. the birthplace of Charles Dickens, it is an area rich in culture and history. The dockyard draws tourists to view historic ships, while the commercial ferry port remains one of the busiest in the UK. In the autumn of 2025, Portsmouth was home to Sonia Exelby. Sonia had studied music. As a pianist and singer, she composed and performed live. She posted many of her compositions online. Sonia made a living as a music teacher. She taught a handful of instruments, including the piano, guitar, and flute. She had a love of singing.
Hiya, so the piece that I'm going to play you today is a bit different to what you might used to be hearing, but I hope you enjoy. If it's true what they say, I will hear them, I pray.
Sonia had been in a relationship with her boyfriend, artist Stevie, for nearly 15 years. The two lived together in Southsea along with their cat Meryl, whom they adored. It was Stevie, along with other family members, who first raised alarm bells when Sonia failed to board her flight home from Florida. Hampshire police were contacted, followed by Interpol. Calling Sonia the love of his life, Stevie pleaded on social media for help locating her. He wrote that he was terrified for her safety, that she was vulnerable, and notably, that Sonia had been struggling deeply with her mental health. She had made plans to travel to London, where she boarded a plane at Heathrow Airport to fly to the United States, unannounced. Sonia had no known connections to anyone in Florida.
I'm trying to figure out, man, why
In the autumn of 2025, there were no less than 7 attempts to place
in Florida
on her debit card. Each one declined. Then, at 1:10 p.m. on October 12th, a transaction went through, this time on a different debit card for $1,200. Both the declined charges and the completed one were made to a company called Solver Wolf's Roadside Assistance. It was a start. Investigators contacted the owner of the business, a man named Dwayne Hall.
$1,200 for roadside assistant is crazy.
Hello, this is Dwayne Solver with Roadside. How can I help you?
Hey, my name is Calvin Lee. I'm a special agent with the Florida Department of Law Enforcement out of the Gainesville area. And here, we got a weird request. So, we are helping out the United Kingdom police with a missing person. And looking through her banking records, it looked like she called your business for assistance probably 2 or 3 days ago, and the payment was declined. Her name would have been Sonia Exelby. Is that ringing a bell?
Yes and no.
Okay.
Yeah, she broke down, needed a tire change.
Okay.
$1,200 for
And was requesting to be transported the rest of the way to her location, but declined payments. We ain't gonna touch that.
Okay. So
we have to be paid for our services.
Right. So you did change the tire and the payment got declined, or that payment went through and
we never showed up.
Oh, okay. Okay. So she said she had a flat tire.
Yeah.
And so before y'all show up there, y'all do, they have to pay over the phone?
Yeah.
Okay. And that declined, so y'all never actually showed up.
Right.
Did she say where she was wanting to go to, her final destination?
Did not say.
Okay.
She was very secretive about everything. I don't know.
All right. Well, I appreciate it. You said you're Dwayne, right? The owner?
Yeah.
Okay. What's your last name, just for my record, so I say I spoke with you?
Hall, Hall.
Hall.
Dwayne Hall was not only the owner of the Roadside Assistance Company, he was the only employee.
I thought Kevin said that it was 2 payments that declined and then one had went through for $1,200. Let's just...
Dwayne explained to the detective that since Sonia's payment had declined, he had not traveled out to meet her. This explanation, of course, did not explain why a $1,200 charge had been processed on her second card to his business the next day. Investigators suspected, if nothing else, that Dwayne was guilty of credit card fraud.
Ooh.
I've got just a ridiculous amount of money coming out this month for everything, and we haven't even gotten to taxes yet. That's next month probably. So it's like I'm struggling really hard. I'm struggling financially and emotionally. So does anybody possibly want to help me save my company, my future, and pretty much everything that goes along with that? Because if you do, I could really use about $10K right now. Otherwise, it looks like this might be the end of my company.
Dwayne and his longtime partner, whom he called his wife, Ginger Stein, had fallen on hard times. The two had met when Ginger was only 16 years old. At that time, Dwayne was 26. They began a romantic relationship roughly 1 year later, according to Ginger, the moment she turned 17. Their relationship continued on and off for 3 decades. The two lived together in Ocala and raised Ginger's son. Bills were piling up. Ginger was diagnosed with a rare disease that caused scar tissue to develop on her lungs. In 2025, she received a double lung transplant, which saved her life. It also left the couple in a considerable amount of debt for medical bills. Attempts to raise funds online to offset some of the cost were unsuccessful. Indeed, a GoFundMe account for Ginger seeking to raise thousands received only $50 from a single donor.
I need to ask for everybody to try to donate to me and my wife. We're trying to offset about $12,000 worth of medical expenses and moving.
That still don't account for why she was even over there in the first place. Why she was down here in the first place. Okay, you got a flat and then you had to Google who was in the area, but how was your...
and everything else, because she's trying to get a transplant. And of course, if anybody's out there that's been through the process before, you know that involves about 10,000 doctor's appointments, and I can't do doctor's appointments with my wife and work, and I'd rather be with my wife than work any day of the week. And we're asking everybody out there that sees this to try to do what you can to help donate to offset that $12,000 expense that we need help with.
When Dwayne Hall spoke with detectives, he conveniently left out the $1,200 charge he made to Sonia Exelby's account on the day before she was meant to fly home. Dwayne was unable to provide details of Sonia's vehicle or the location where she had required assistance. What investigators were able to find were the bookings Sonia had made for her trip, her flights, travel to Heathrow, and an Airbnb rental in the small town of Reddick. When they located the Airbnb property, they found that it had not been cleaned since Sonia's stay. In the trash was a receipt for a shovel, though no shovel was found at the house. There were also food wrappers, a Dunkin' Donuts coffee cup, packages for a sandwich and strawberries from a petrol station, all purchased with the same bank card. A neighbor told investigators that she spotted a black SUV parked at the property over the weekend of October 10th to the 12th. It had a sticker in the back that read, "Emergency, roadside." Transactions for the purchases inside the rental all returned to the same name, Dwayne Hall. On October 11th, the same day as the declined transactions, Sonia had messaged a friend. Frantically and occasionally in indecipherable language, she wrote, "I'm sorry, he keeps taking my phone. He doesn't trust me with it. He made it clear there was no way unless I shoot him. I was questioning it last night. I can't kill anyone. He's in the shower, but I'm locked in, and there is no signal in the middle of nowhere. I thought he'd do it quick and not give my mind time to stew and realize this is the last thing I'll ever day to anyone if I don't take his offer of shooting him. I'm so scared, I'm so broken, and in so much pain. All I can do is lay here, doing what he wants. I'm sorry, I don't even know what I'm saying, and I'm trying to be quick. And my time's up.
Imagine being able to build an app with your name on it, just by thinking about it. Meet Base 44, a complete AI creation platform. Describe what you want, and watch it take shape. You can plan.
Everyone units on track. We got the vehicle. It's I-75 northbound. Just got on. You're in the number 2 lane. We're in the number 1 lane. That's a black Jeep.
On October 17th, Dwayne and Ginger were on their way to the hospital for an appointment when the Marion County Sheriff's Office pulled them over.
So if you just want to pat him down, search, make sure you don't have any weapons, and then we may have to take the wife as well, so she can arrange for a ride or something to get to the hospital.
Yeah, she's got to be for a bronchoscopy. She just had a double lung transplant.
Oh, jeez. Okay. All right.
Yeah, you guys are really like, this is up.
Y'all good? All right, let's walk up here to my car. I'm not going to stand next to the interstate. We're just going to go up to this side of the car here, okay?
Whatever you guys need, I guess.
Right up here to this door. All right, go and face the car for me. I'm just going to pat you out, make sure you got nothing else.
Sorry, man.
Officers took Ginger to the hospital to ensure that she did not miss treatment following her operation. They also spoke with her about where her husband had been on the weekend Sonia was held captive in the Airbnb in Reddick. The 43-year-old explained that on the weekend of October 10th to the 12th, Dwayne had been working on a secretive project away from home. She understood that he was restoring vehicles for an unnamed client who overpaid him, then forced him to sign an NDA, a non-disclosure agreement.
Is this the first time you know of him talking to the police or anything?
Yeah.
Okay.
Well, no, not the first time regarding this.
But he'd been talked to before?
He had a big...
This is about the credit card stuff?
Yeah.
Okay,
Yeah.
all right.
He had a big job, I think in Gainesville.
Mm-hmm.
They wanted him to stay overnight and work on a whole bunch of different cars.
Okay.
And I guess they made him sign a non-disclosure agreement because they had a bunch of really expensive cars.
Really?
Yeah.
Okay.
And while he was gone is when he got the stolen credit card.
Okay.
Tried to go through and everything.
Okay.
Ginger told detectives that she knew only of issues with a credit card that her husband processed for the job he did on those dates. Even after officers visited their home in person in the days following, she was told nothing further. She had been in hospital upon their arrival, and Dwayne had offered no further information, she said.
Did he say anything about what all the cops were asking him or what they were talking to him about?
Just the card.
Just about the card being declined and stuff?
I guess there's some, I guess it was reported stolen.
Oh, okay. Oh, this might be, okay. And he didn't have any.
He thinks it was.
It thinks it's stolen because it was declined and stuff. That's something.
Yeah, and usually if a card's declined, the cops don't necessarily get involved. So, I mean,
Though Ginger may not have had any indication of why detectives were interested in a credit card transaction, Dwayne seemed to have pieced together a theory, a rather illogical and elaborate one. When he sat down with the FDLE and sheriff's investigators, he began by telling them the same version of events that he stated to Ginger. A client he knew only as Harold, which was likely a fake name, had contacted him to perform mechanical work on a series of high-end vehicles.
Okay, you look like a Middle Easterner. In my brain, this is how I remember what he looked like, okay? He was a tall Middle Easterner, but his teeth were too big for his face and his smile was too big for his teeth.
Teeth were too big for his face. Smile was too big for his teeth.
Dwayne assumed the expensive cars were owned by celebrities who wished to keep their business private. He named Tom Cruise and John Travolta Scientologists who were rich, famous, and private about their affairs. He explained that he was put up in a house in Reddick, which he assumed was owned by Harold. In the morning, he was driven to an undisclosed location where he worked on various cars inside a nondescript barn. He was not allowed to carry his cell phone with him to the location and could not recall where it was.
I was out out there on a different type of job.
Okay.
I'd gotten hired. Now I ain't telling you anything about this because I signed an NDA for the client.
Okay.
Okay. But if it comes down to it, and we need that information, and we desperately need that information, I'll break that NDA. But the reason why the NDA was there is because there's a high-profile client that has cars for people like Travolta and like that on his property.
Tell me more about that. It's pretty important.
I can't tell you more about that. Tell me why it's more important.
Because it's different from what you told before.
Yeah, because I wasn't asked these questions before.
Well, now we're asking them, so that's why.
Okay, so basically what happened was dude had a bunch of cars out there. My favorite one was the 33 Rat Rod, the 33 Rat Rod with the big 355 sitting down in it. Okay. And all cranked out. And he basically had me out there doing maintenance on them. And he said he chooses a different company every year. And basically, if he goes through Yelp or whatever to find a small company. And then if they know what they're doing, because he'll sabotage his car on purpose to see if they know what they're doing. And I had his car fixed when he did that for me in like 2 minutes. Okay. I walked up, try it now.
Do you remember what he did to sabotage it?
He just unplugged the wire.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, he unplugged the wire that's kind of hidden down in there.
Yeah.
And I said, I'll try it now. And I hooked my box up to it. Box said everything was good. And I reached out and I started looking and just come unplug. Try it.
Okay.
Yeah.
What wire? And I'm not as familiar with cars. What wire would cause the whole car not to start like that? Was it
ground wire?
Oh, okay.
If you unground the vehicle, you can't start the vehicle.
Okay.
Gotcha. The new cars are a little bit different. You have to unhook about half a dozen of them, but the old school ones, they have one major ground, and if you unhook it just enough or make it loose in there, it won't ground and it won't go.
Okay.
And it'll cut off while you're driving.
Gotcha.
Learn something new every day.
Yeah. I've been doing mechanics since I was 5.
Yeah.
So almost 50 years of history and experience. So anyway, he had me come out there and then
extra sugar. That ain't even why we here with all this rambling shit. That ain't even
signed the NDA and he paid me a shit ton of money.
Mm-hmm.
And basically he was getting all his cars ready for like the big car shows that happen this time of the year for like the spooky Halloween drives, et cetera, et cetera. At least that's what I was told.
Dwayne stayed at the house and worked in the mystery barn until the evening of Sunday, October 12th, when he was informed that the job was over. He was given a card number to process a payment of $1,200 for the weekend's work. Then he traveled home. On his way back to his residence on Marion Oaks, however, he noticed that he was being followed. This was particularly concerning because of other oddities that he noticed in his dealings with the mysterious Harold. Somehow, his correspondence from that weekend, call logs, text messages, and emails had been wiped clean. There was absolutely no digital record of the job he performed, nor the time he had spent in the barn.
When these transactions and interactions with this individual were taking place, they disappeared. I didn't delete them.
Okay.
I literally have 3 calls listed for, I think it's Sunday. 3. It's either Saturday or Sunday. There's 3 calls compared to 20, 30 a day that come into my phone.
So did the calls come in and you were having those conversations and it wasn't logged, or you weren't getting calls at all?
Calls were coming in. They vanished. They vanished out of the call log. Text messages, emails, everything. Everything regarding and relating to that service that I did out there vanished. Gone. Like it never happened.
How did you pay you?
They made the card.
Okay.
Paid with my card.
Okay.
Read card numbers off to me and I programmed them in and I got paid.
Okay.
I got paid $1,200 for like 36 hours of my time.
Mm-hmm.
And then I went home that Sunday. Or I tried to go home that Sunday.
Mm-hmm.
But I was being followed.
How so?
I was being tailed.
Tell me more about that.
It was, I can't really tell you too much because they never got close enough. But it was either, it was along the lines of, because they got these stupid ass new colors nowadays. They can't just be silver and gray. Okay. But it was on color spectrum type from like a silvery tan color You know what I'm talking about, right? When the vehicle color that gets out of that tan cream color and more into the charcoal color, the gray color. It was something like that, or maybe a silver color sedan.
So it kind of depends on how the light's shining on it.
Yeah.
Okay.
To verify that he was being tracked by the tan, gray, silver car, Dwayne said he pulled off the main road onto a dirt track. He watched as the vehicle circled. After roughly an hour, he pulled away, only to see the same car pull into the woodland behind him, exactly where he had been parked.
Tell me more about that.
I got off like I was going to get off to go home, and I went past the entrance to where I would normally turn to go to my house, and I came back. I U-turned and come back because it's like, there's no way. There's a coincidence, and maybe he's just getting off, maybe he's going out through here. And I went and I came back, and then I noticed that they U-turned too, so I dipped into a side little spot and I sat there for a few minutes until they left. And until I thought they left, and then I zipped and took some back roads, and I sat there and waited. And I seriously sat there, and no, I don't know what the address is. But at the same time, I sat there and I waited for an hour. And they kept making passes on the main road. I know they could see the back of my vehicle. I didn't care about that.
Mm-hmm.
They kept making passes on the main road. And then I left. And when I left, they pulled in and stopped right where it was.
What day was that again?
Sunday morning.
Sunday morning. Okay.
Sunday morning.
Where were you parked for an hour?
I was out in the back of Marion Oaks.
Okay.
Because I live in Marion Oaks.
While Dwayne continued to speak with investigators, a team of officers were out searching the woodland by Marion Oaks. They had also obtained a search warrant for the 53-year-old's phone and his home. In his garage, they found a shovel, which matched the one purchased on October 10th. In addition to this purchase, they found Dwayne had acquired paracord, 50 feet of rope, and gun cleaner. They found a handgun in his SUV.
If you want to shock everyone in a month, this Monday, April 27th, we start a Tai Chi plan for beginners over 50, just 9 minutes a day. Are you in?
On Monday, April 27th, we're starting the Tai Chi program for beginners. Build strength.
How did Sonia
Go ahead, Kevin.
fit into Dwayne's bizarre series of events?
See what I mean?
At first, he said she called for roadside assistance,
Bingo.
but he refused the job when her card was declined.
See what I mean? We still haven't even gotten to the point to why she was all the way over here anyway.
By the time they spoke in person,
Right.
investigators knew Dwayne had collected her from Gainesville Airport on the evening of October 10th.
What in the world? Gotcha. My bad. Look. Let me tell you something. It'll throw me off. I'll forget. I'll forget the thumbnail. I'll forget the thumbnail. Don't forget. He always put the clues in the thumbnail. The thumbnail for the video. The arrangement. This was an arrangement. I kept saying like, okay, wait, because I'm going by him and these fucking lies that he keep.
License plate readers put his Jeep there. He amended his previous statement. She must have been a client of Harold's. He was told that she was going to purchase one of the vehicles. He drove her to the Airbnb, where she met with another man, whom she embraced before leaving with him in another car. He was shown a photo of Sonia and identified her as Harold's client.
We have to make sure that we're talking about the right person because we don't want to accidentally think that we're looking for the wrong person. So once you started to describe her, I was like, okay, I think we're...
Look how he got his damn feet up on this sofa, Lord.
Hey, what we had to begin with, I could have
saved you a lot of hassle.
Yeah, that's her. I dropped her off up there, then took her. Well, you were talking about cars, and you were really excited about talking about cars, so...
What if, right?
Mm-hmm.
What if they do this every year? What if
sounds like a serial killer to me.
This Harold guy does this every year.
Does
what if he does find some small company? What if there's a different person that goes missing every year?
What if that's only a serial killer says that? Only serial killers say shit like that. Just
that is related to that. Because that's fucked up.
Check them out.
That's fucked up. And then there was a big thing, and then phone call about money, and this, that, and the other. When we start connecting the dots like me and her did, what if this is some kind of underground thing where...
Did he just say me and her did? Connect the dots like me and her did?
They get unsuspecting people, especially like Calvin told me she was suicidal anyway.
What?
What if she signed up for something and they predator these young women or men and then they vanish? A bunch of decline transactions. There's a big blow up on the property. All of a sudden my contract is finished. Here's the payment. And if I was going to do something like that to somebody, that's exactly what I'd do. I'd use this other person's card to pay the money that I promised. And now they're not looking in my direction. I didn't have to spend any of my own money. Nobody's looking my way. Nobody even knows who I am. And I'm gone. Bitch is gone. Sorry. But...
Did you say bitch is gone?
Yeah.
The one that was rude to you?
Yeah.
I want to make sure we're talking about the same person.
Yeah.
The bitch from the picture?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. Because I can't prove the other side of this. Any digital footprint that I have is missing. What am I supposed to do with that? How am I supposed to, how am I supposed to make you guys believe my part of the thing in this? When everything looks like I had something to do with this right now, and...
When Dwayne was finished offering his conspiracy theory to explain Sonia's disappearance, he was met with the revelation that detectives knew the Airbnb had been in Sonia's name.
Already. And we had to sit here for an hour and a half listening to you ramble on, and we already know.
They knew from her messages that she had stayed there.
Bingo.
Dwayne produced a new story.
Look, oh my fucking God. Please, sir. I don't have time for this today. Not a new story. Please spare me. Please spare me. I can't do a new story. Like, I can't.
They both had stayed there, but not at the same time.
Was she ever there at any point? Did she ever go in at any point, spending
she was
time
not
there?
at the same time I was.
How would you know that?
Okay, when I was there, period.
Okay.
She was never there when I was there.
Investigators had been in contact with Sonia's family and friends in England. From Stevie, they learned the extent of Sonia's struggles with mental health. Only the year before, her correspondence on Telegram revealed disturbing plans she had made to meet with someone who was willing to hurt her. Online, she had been connecting with individuals who said they were willing to kill her.
If you go back and you listen to her messages, that she was like those cryptic messages, didn't that what it sound like? Isn't that what those messages sounded like earlier? And it's so hard to believe that people would like go to that extent to like find somebody.
Attempt to meet with one such individual in 2024 had already been thwarted when her messages were discovered. Following that episode, Sonia had sought treatment. In the months and weeks before her disappearance, family and friends reported that she appeared to be doing well. They believed the worst was behind them. For 2 years, however, Sonia had been accessing fetish websites and had been communicating with a user named Dark Wolf. The two discussed scenarios in which Dark Wolf would abuse and kill Sonia. In real life, that individual was Dwayne Hall.
You know, I've been speaking with people who know her and know things about her, and we know that she was communicating with people over here.
Look at his face.
We also know that you were one of the people that were communicating with her.
Look at that foot. Look at
What was her screen name?
Oh, if you know what's her screen name, then if you know that we've been talking, don't ask me what's my screen name. What's her screen name? You know, I just had this revelation. I feel like if David get on the stand, this is how David would act. If David get on the stand with David and Celeste, I feel like this is how David would act. Probably a little bit worse than this. Probably a little bit worse. But if David get his ass on the stand, I feel like David is gonna act like that. Look how everybody looking like, bitch. I know you damn well you ain't just asked me what's her screen name then. Don't answer him.
What does that?
Bitch, don't answer him.
Matter?
I communicate with a lot of people.
Okay. Do you communicate with a lot of people about suicidal ideations?
We have a lot of, I communicate, I used to communicate with a lot of people that it was a porn site. Mm-hmm. And there was a lot of fantasy role play that happened there. But if you tell me your screen name, maybe I'll have a better idea what you're talking about.
She flew all the way over here from London, and you want us to tell you her screen name? Get him off my damn
porn sites.
Good follow up.
Motherless?
Okay.
Motherless is a porn song. God.
Yeah.
So you communicated with her on Motherless?
I don't know, but if you're saying that I communicated with her, there's a good possibility that's where it was. And if you tell me which one it was, then if you tell me the screen name, I'll be able to confirm.
I'm not telling you shit.
Right.
We have...
You have us at the same time. You have witnesses that we were there at the same time.
And devices that put you there at the same time.
Okay.
We have processed that house. Mm-hmm. And when those results come back, because again, forensically, and you've already told us you were all over that house. We know that she was. We are going to put you guys at that house. And so she came over here with the intention of carrying out these role-playing scenarios. We know that she documented it. She actually sent a letter to herself while she was on the airplane, talking about meeting somebody and what the outcome of that meeting was going to be.
Dwayne's version of events changed once more.
He keeps changing his story, Lord. He is. I see why this video 40 minutes long.
Sonia had been together at the Airbnb. They had even been physical. He had been mentoring her through their conversations online, offering help with her relationship with her partner, he claimed. He only wanted to help her. By the time he came to Florida, he wanted nothing to do with her physically. His wife's life-threatening condition had altered his perspective, and he claimed that dark and violent side of him had gone quiet. When he left the Airbnb, Sonia was alive, he said.
Is that what you want?
No, we want you to be honest with us. We want you to tell us the truth. We don't want you to make anything up or just tell us what you think we want to hear.
She did get in the vehicle with somebody else. There's a certain point that she did get in the vehicle with somebody else that happened after. Okay? The fact that I didn't want to have anything to do with the whole thing to begin with, it's the whole reason I tried to sleep in a separate bed. Okay? And I did end up being in the same bed as her, on the other side of the bed from her.
Okay. And what happened?
And what do you think happened?
Well, I know what happened. Like, but
What
I
do you
can't
think
tell.
happened?
I can't read minds.
He finna piss me off. With all these mind games. That ain't even my channel name no more. I miss it. I wanna go back to Mrs. Dr. Mind Games.
Retrieved from Dwayne Hall's cell phone was a video. It was of Sonia, wearing the same floral dress that she had worn when boarding the plane at Heathrow Airport in London. In the recording, she was seated on a chair in the Airbnb. Disheveled and showing signs that she may have been beaten, her eyes rarely met the lens of the camera. Head down, tears in her eyes, and with a quiet voice, she spoke hesitantly. Dwayne could be heard in the background, asking her questions. It was what investigators believed was one of 3 disclaimer videos recorded by Dwayne Hall that weekend. He asked Sonia repeatedly whether she had asked for the treatment that she was receiving, and whether she wanted what was happening to her. Visibly injured and scared, she reluctantly nodded in agreement. The video, as described, was pulled from Dwayne's cell phone data after a full extraction. He had deleted it only 3 seconds after saving it, stating on the recording that she was not behaving the way that he wanted her to on camera.
I just don't believe you.
Okay, that's fine.
I think that...
I already told the wife that nobody had ever believed that this happened. I already know. I already knew, which is why until the direct questions were asked, I didn't even bother bringing it up. Why would I? Why would I? I'm going to get
because if you know what the end result is of this whole thing,
right,
just be upfront with the information.
Thank you. I've been waiting for him to chime in. He been sitting over there chilling, letting her let this shit drag on for too damn long. I've been waiting for him. He been itching to get in there. I'm like, please, sharpshooter, please.
You know, you indicated that you didn't know her at all, that you had never even met with her when this first came up. And now you're talking about having sex with her, recording things and then deleting them. And I guess from my perspective, if you can try to understand it, it doesn't look great.
I already know it doesn't look great. I leveled with you about what happened.
Right. So, same thing goes for a body, right?
Did you find her?
He is raising my blood pressure, Lord. I got to chill. I'm so glad corporate coming up next, because my blood pressure. Did you find her?
What I'm saying is...
Did you find her? No, I mean, but at the same time, as I said, I don't really know what happened.
I think when you give that story about you leaving Sunday and a car following you and you ducking in the woods for a set amount of time and a car driving by, I think that's you accounting for your phone that you already knew at that point that we had your locations and such.
Look. I'm so over him.
And I think that you did something with her there at that spot.
The teams out searching the woodland in the neighborhood of Marion Oaks did find Sonia, using Dwayne's cell phone location data. They were able to pinpoint the area where he had told detectives that he had parked for roughly an hour on his way home on October 12th, the day he traveled back from the Airbnb. In the shallow grave with Sonia was the label to a shovel, the same one purchased at a Walmart by Dwayne days before and later found in his garage. There was blood located on the blade, a DNA match to Sonia Exelby. Dwayne had made one additional stop on his way home that he had failed to mention to detectives in the nearly 6 hours he spent speaking with them. A stop at a Lowe's home store to purchase a large plastic tarp.
Hey, Dwayne.
Hey.
Did you need us for something?
Yes.
What?
If you've got a minute, I'd like to talk to you. Both.
About
Well,
what?
Okay.
more you than you, I think.
Okay.
About what?
Well,
What would you like to talk about?
I want to recant basically my entire statement.
Oh.
You want to recant your entire statement?
Yes.
Okay. Well, before we talked about...
Dwayne's final version of events did not include a confession. Though the case against him had piled up so rapidly, one was not required. Messaging history with a friend of his named Rick from Ohio revealed the delivery of a special package sent from Florida in the days after Sonia's murder. We'll need this back in 6 months if the storm passes over with no lingering fallout, Dwayne wrote. Please, for the love of shadows, don't lose this box. There's no need to even open it. Inside, investigators found a bracelet along with a knife with a 7-inch blade. The knife had been a gift to Dwayne. Engraved on it were the words, "Dork Wolf, pointy end goes in the other guy," a play on his regular username, Dark Wolf. Testing of the blade found blood and a DNA match to Sonia Exelby. Rick told investigators that despite Dwayne telling him that he helped Sonia die, he did not believe there was any ambiguity. He believed Dwayne had murdered her. Dwayne Hall pleaded not guilty to first-degree murder and kidnapping. He is being held without bond and is expected to stand trial in 2027 should a plea deal not be reached. Prosecutors believe that the totality of the evidence showed that Dwayne had used Sonia to play out a dark fantasy after meeting online. After exchanging messages over a 2-year period, he was aware that she suffered from extreme mental illness, and he acted to take advantage of that fact. Law enforcement in the United Kingdom refused to share evidence with the prosecutor's office in Florida unless the death penalty was taken off the table. Dwayne Hall faces life in prison if convicted. Sonia Exelby is deeply mourned by family and friends. Her partner, Stevie, continued with plans in December 2025 to run the Portsmouth Marathon. He ran it in Sonia's memory and to raise money for cats' protection, a cause that was incredibly important to Sonia.
We got corporate coming up next.
And that was the tragic story of Sonia Exelby. Thank you for joining me. I'd like to offer a welcome this week to our newest Sherlock Holmes members, Tanya Saran, Tana Helgad, Ibra Masala, Msk Capricorn, Hex Maniac, Keisha Rao, and Kimberly Richards. Welcome to the lounge. It's great to have you here. I'm Kevin. This is Just Thought Lounge, and I'll see you in the next one.
Always been effective, can say he got a knack. Pick it a litter, you see how Newton got his back. Yeah, the content that you need, this could be a new sign. We're talking in the comments, they jot in a few lines. Tune in and hit like, love that, it's too kind. Feels like the whole world is online for true crime. Watch him on the run, but it's not a race. Really hard to disappear.
Making sure you were there.
The shrimp is back because you've been asking a lot, and we made it happen. Pick 3 to start, then mix it up endlessly. But hurry, Endless can't last forever. Only for a limited time. Only at Red Lobster.
Bob told us that they were going to test the alien craft that night.
Yeah, exactly.
I have seen extraterrestrials face to face.
And whole time, I'ma need you to pump your brakes
And take the time out to like this video right now. I don't know why y'all be procrastinating. Just go ahead and take care of that for me. 75,000 likes on this video may bring the next episode sooner than 7 days. Let's get it. Blast this whole time. My YouTube channel is currently sitting at 2.94 million subscribers. Whole time, I'ma need you to pump your brakes and take the time out to like this video right now. I don't know why y'all be procrastinating. Just go ahead and take care of that for me. 75,000 likes on this video may bring the next episode sooner than 7 days. Let's get it. Blast this whole time. My YouTube channel is currently sitting at 2.94 million subscribers. 2.94 million subscribers. I'm right there from 3 million subscribers. Episode of Dragon Ball Z. Nah, but on the last episode of Black Shark Be Like Part 120, Part 18, me and Teezy successfully retrieved a Cybertruck that Mike had sent us on a mission to go snap. He had his goons on point to receive it on arrival since he had to go bust move. You know Teezy always gonna talk Created a little tension in there, putting us in danger, as usual. But we eventually got to business. They uprolled for us, and I upped one of the 2 key cards that we had stolen for the Cybertruck. Made the exchange. Once
Child, do y'all see Milan with her name in the window back there? Do y'all see Milan with her name in the window?
I bred one
this girl, look, that is a girl.
Talk about we got up out of there. While me and Teezy was in traffic, celebrating our win and plotting on when we was gonna spin back and steal the Cybertruck. Some thick end up crossing the street.
They got into a whole car accident, Lord.
Focus forwarded to the wrong thing. In a split second, Teezy lost control of the car. A real rollover accident. I had to squirm my way out of the car. The car out of which was totaled, by the way. Ambulance to the hospital. Thank God I ain't too cool for the safe belt. Doctor sent me home with pain medication. Teezy had to stay a little longer though, cause he had a concussion. Barely got any sleep once I got home, but I still made my way down to the Department of Child Services and picked up Milan. The day had finally came. Couldn't have been more happy to get up out of there, jumped into my arms and all. The diva's first request was for me to go get my hair done, that of which I obliged. Told me she was hungry, so I took her to go partake in some turkey leg tenderism. Javen and his homies had to have a round table discussion about how they was gonna successfully get up with me. Lil N ended up coming up with the bright idea of checking Facebook for mutual friends and such. Javen ended up discovering he knew a girl who was Raven's niece, my Raven. As if she ain't had me running around enough, she ended up dragging me into a trampoline park. Had me gladiator jousting in some motion. Even had to put belt to it in a friendly game of one-on-one. Teezy had to stay in the hospital for 24 hours.
He asked for our help. Well, I mean, it was my idea to keep the 2 key cards, so that Cybertruck should be mine.
To make sure everything was everything after such head trauma. Trying to J down on the nurse in some motion. In the midst of it all, he had been doing some thinking. And that's when he asked for y'all help.
People have spoken.
People have spoken.
Look,
y'all have elected me to just let them have it. Right.
Of course, Milan had to use the bathroom before we left, childish. So I'm posted to the side waiting for her to finish up. Ladies' restroom though swing open. Made sense she came out the bathroom cause she was and I was pissed that I ain't know her. It scourged me. You wash your hands? Turning around, she, wait. Cleanliness is next to godliness, little baby. I'm just making sure you on top of your game. I always wash my hands before I leave the bathroom, thank you. I'm not talking about before you left the bathroom. I'm talking about did you wash your hands to the situation with your ex? Actually, I did. Did you? When I say God don't play about me, stepping forward. Talking about God don't play about you. You probably ain't even go to church this past Sunday. I didn't, but God know my heart. How you feeling? I'm decent or whatever. What about you? I partaking in a little trampoline activity with my little one. She, oh, I'm up here with my little boy. He's 10. Okay. You was out there jumping with him? She, oh no, I don't partake in that. Oh, you ain't trying to jump into another relationship either? LOL. And she, boy, you are something else. Different for sure. Let me get your line. The moment after, a hefty gentleman comes stepping out of the bathroom, posted up, mean mugging me. I'm looking at him. He looking at me. She, hey son, you finished? In disbelief, that's your 10-year-old son? She, well, he'll be 10 in May. Turning to her, he, hey, who is buddy? She, oh, somebody I just met just now. He, hey, he ain't your type, mama. I look him up and down. He, hey, he too little. How you figure that? Presenting a silent answer, he walk up to me. Hey, we gone, mama. Bench press me and pimped off. She, shrug her shoulders, smile and wave, and pimp off behind her sizable son. Yeah, it was time to get on up out of there. I went to go check on Milan. I go to the women's bathroom door. Police knocking out Milan. Nothing. Milan. Still quiet. Now I'm confused at this point. Door swing open, but it wasn't Milan. It was a lady looking slightly startled. Is it a little girl in there? She, oh, I didn't see anyone else in the bathroom. It's actually empty. Puzzled, I pimp off. I ain't know where that little girl had dipped away to. Stressing me out. I go back to the jumping area to look for her. Nowhere in sight. I foot to the foam pit area. I dive in, getting that. I check back over at the little basketball area. Nothing. My heart is beating well out of my chest. I'm all through the little obstacle course area, high and low. No Milan. I run outside, look around. Then I catch sight of something in the parking lot.
Grandma.
Exactly what I thought I saw. The little yellow pouch that she had clipped to her pants. You ain't gonna give it to me like that. Where the was Milan? Meanwhile, Cam had pulled up Raven Page and was looking through her pictures. Hey, I ain't gonna lie, folks. She bad as hell on my dead grandma, folks. You sure she really talked to your cousin, folks? You know, motherfuckers just be mutuals. They don't really be knowing each other in real life, folks. Javen, shit, we finna see today. I'm finna call Shorty right now. Lil' Ink, Birdman hand rub. After dialing number, he called. Picking up and answering. She, hello? He, oh my grandma, how you coming, Shorty? She, hey Javen. Oh wow, how you been? He, shit, you know motherfuckers be getting to it. I just wanted to check up on you and she, I'm decent. I appreciate it for real.
Nose ring.
He, what you finna be on? She, I ain't on shit. Waiting for my TT to come out the store. He, pop outside, everything on me. She, everything on you? Bad. He, man, I'm for real. Motherfuckers ain't playing. Link up, she, I say less. He, I bet I'm finna drop you a low right now. She, okay, cool. And hung up. Getting off the phone. He, yeah, we finna see what's to it. In the meantime, my anxiety through the roof. I decided I wasn't gonna call the police cause I ain't want that to get back to child services and they take my line back. I asked for a manager and they said he'll be available in a bit. Walking up. He, Bartholomew?
Ooh.
How you doing? My name's Tyler. I'm the manager. Standing up. Yes, Bartholomew. Thank you so much. I lost my little one. I don't know where she went. I done looked all around her. I stepped in the parking lot and I see this on the ground. If there's anything you could do to help me as far as even allowing me to see the security footage so I could see what happened to my little one. The manager, I'm so sorry to hear about that, sir. But before we could even have the conversation about sharing the security footage for this establishment, we at least need a police report. Of course, let me be vulnerable with you, bro. I just adopted this child today. My ex-girlfriend died and I decided to step up to the plate and take her into my care. I don't got no police report. I don't know how things will play out if I go to the police and this type of thing is on record. That child might end up being taken away from me. I'm begging you, like, please. You can check the security footage. You can see that I came in with her. We was over there jumping and doing everything. I need to find my kid. Please. He stood there silent in his thoughts about everything. Pleading again,
Come on, man. Damn.
Juneteenth ain't too far away. Please help me.
Not Juneteenth.
Martin Luther King ain't die for this type of shit.
What?
After sitting with it a little longer and taking a deep breath, okay. All right, brother. Fist to chest. A universal expression of Black Alliance. He opened his iPad. Man, thank you so much. Harriet Tubman love you.
Oh my.
Raising his head from the iPad, it looked like this might help. And handing me the iPad. I look at the camera feed.
Grandma.
Heart dropped to my feet. It was front parking lot footage of Milan being walked away by what appeared to be some woman. And you could see her dropping her little pouch that I found in the parking lot. She tried to pick it up, but the lady pulled her away. I pull out my phone and take a picture of the license plate of the car that it appears that they hopped into. Thank you so much, bro. Hand iPad back, no problem, bro. I hope you found your little princess before pimping off.
They don't want you to know about it.
Hey, did you know you might get a big cash payout if you were in a car?
At least I had a lead. I was gonna get Milan back. Javen and his homies was at an arcade, competing on a hoops game, waiting for Ramaya. Javen, bust your up, cause you time bout. Cam, you can't shoot Jen better than me, cause you time bout. Javen, nah, you ain't lying, you definitely precise with that shit. I ain't gonna lie. Cam, you hear me? But nah, what's shorty at though? After checking phone, Javen, she finna bop in right now. Ramaya and Raven come bopping in shortly after. Ramaya wave, Raven. So these your little friends? Javen, yes ma'am, how you doing? Playing innocent. Raven, is y'all in a gang? Look, and no ma'am, I'm actually in the choir at my church. Javen, nah, she in the midst of good company, ma'am. You actually know someone I know. Raven, oh yeah, who? Javen, somebody named Bartholomew. Raven, Bartholomew? How you know my man? Confirmation, that's all they needed to hear. Javen, he used to be my youth pastor. Raven, I ain't know my man was holy. But y'all carry on. I'ma be over here, Nisi Poo. Ramaya, okay, TT. Raven stepped off to another area to get her niece privacy. Javen and his homies beholding her badonkadonk and bedazzlement. Ramaya, is y'all cool? Can y'all duck a switch? Gathering themselves, Javen, hell nah, mother don't want no smoke. What you want though? Ramaya, I been good, what about you? Javen, man, motherfuckers been trying to figure it out for real. Ain't seen you in a while. Motherfuckers missed you though. Ramaya, motherfuckers used to kick it hard as hell, playing too much. Javen, on my dead homie, you ain't fly, but these my homies though, Ann and Cam. Lil and Wave. Cam, greet. Ramaya, oh hey y'all. Javen, check it out, let's race. Nodding toward a racing game nearby. Ramaya, okay. Completely oblivious to the evil engineering at work. And they head to head going at it. Javen, what Brazil say? We in the cab, we dog in the wheel. Ramaya, man, whatever, y'all cheating. Javen, how often you be kicking it with your auntie though? Ramaya, I'm about to be posted with her for spring break whole time. Javen, oh that's what's up. You met her boyfriend yet? Doing due diligence, not yet, but she's supposed to be introducing me. Javen, happy he secured a backdoor situation to get me. Meanwhile, Milan's grandmother was in traffic, fresh off of snagging her from the trampoline park. Milan sat in the back seat in silence. The grandmother, you know your grandmother missed you. Milan just turned and looked at her. Did you hear your grandmother speaking to you? Milan, I missed you too, Granny. Now who is this man that adopted you? Milan, my mom's ex. Your mama's ex. Who told him to step up and do anything? Milan, my mom. She always was a sucker for these little nappy head men. Well, you with your grandma now, where you supposed to be. In response, Milan sat there mute.
Not nappy head, honey. You have on a wig, honey. We got locks. Who's the nappy?
Like I told your mama, you find you a good man and you stay with him. Now, I didn't stay with her dad, but you know, I found me another good man and I stayed by his side. Milan remained mute. But Granny's glad that you're here with her to keep us some company. You know, my man is out of town on a trip. So me and you gonna have some fun. Milan, why didn't you go with him? You said you never leave his side. Now that sassy talk, I don't play that. Now when you with your grandma, I don't play that. You hear? Milan, yes ma'am. Kidnapping is disrespectful too. I'm in the Uber, quiet in my thoughts, plotting on what my first step was gonna be to find Milan, the driver. Do you know who I am? I look up. It's me, Mario. Off something, keeping calm. Nice to meet you. Are you having a good day? Hell no. Oh no. Whole time I'm just trying to get to my destination. Let's go. I ain't have it in me to figure Buddy out, but I did figure out how I was gonna get information on this license plate. This girl I know named Unicorn that be doxing. She could pull up anything. I call her, answering she, hello? Hello? Blessings. What's good, Unicorn? She, what's good, Bartholomew? What you want? Hey, whole time I need you to look something up for me. She, look up what? Some information on somebody. She, nah, baby, I don't know nothing about that. Now, if you need something on some U.S. history or physics, I got you. Come on, G, stop playing. She, no, you stop playing. But if it's anything else you want to talk about, you could pull up on me and then I can get a better understanding.
Thanks.
I had to look at the phone to make sure I called the right motherfucker. She, that's the only way I'm gonna get a better understanding of what you need me to do.
Pull up and talk.
It was going perfectly according to plan. It was her out of time.
She's
It was the
certified.
Then it hit me. She was being incognito. Nah, for sure. Say less. I'm finna slide. And I'm pretty sure whatever you want me to do, it's gonna be a nice price associated. Don't forget that, King. Nah, for sure. Say less. Alright. And hung up.
Okay,
coming off the phone, whole time I'm finna change the address in the app.
Sir.
Mamma mia. Anybody ever told you look like, with a deep sigh? Here we go. Never mind. Only in Chicago. I pull up to Unicorn crib, knock on the door. She let me in. She had a little bump on her too. That's why they call her Unicorn, cause she was a different type of horse. She sit down on the couch. I have at a seat too. Now her sister Cree, sitting close by, always had something to say. Damn, them pants tight as hell. You can barely sit down. Oh, that's nice. You sitting right next to the window so the birds could get easy access to that motherfucking nest on top of your head. And when the birds leave my nest, they can play dominoes with them motherfucking teeth in your mouth. You talking about? Teeth ain't did nothing to nobody. Unicorn, Martin and Pam. I don't got time for y'all, okay? Now what you say you want me to look up? Yeah, I need you to see what's to this license plate number. I'm finna airdrop you a picture. Yo, airdrop on? Actually, you could just airdrop it to my iPad. Send it through. Alright. She got it. Give me 1 second before typing away. Cree. Nah, some real Did you ever find a family to sponsor you? Ain't it like 30 cents a day to eat? Hell no. It wasn't none left. They clearly all sponsored your at. Chuckling. You know what? You real unattractive. Somebody should beat your mama. Hey, don't talk about my mama, G. Unicorn. Okay, got it. But first, I need my chips extra dip. That'll run you 250 bones, King. Alright. You got Cash App? Now, in this economy, you can do 250 in cash or 500 in stamps, however you want to handle it. Alright, I'll do the 250. Dang, I needed them stamps. But here, you could just scan my QR code. I scan and send. Ka-ching. Alright, I'm about to airdrop you this information right now. Blessings and stand up. Creek. That boy done split his pants. Showing my legs, I've always got my pants down. Love pants ass, boy. The only thing split is your ends. Alright, I got it. And pimped out. Hopped in Uber and went straight to the address that was associated with the plate. The name on the car was some dude named Derek. Hopefully he'd be able to provide me with some answers. I checked the address a few times just to make sure I was at the right house. I pimp up the steps, ring the doorbell. I ain't hear nothing. Probably didn't even work. Mail looked like it was sitting in the mailbox for a minute. I used to let my mail collect too, but then I looked and I saw a boarded up door down below. Nah, you ain't gonna give it to me like that.
Right.
I pimped down the stairs to see if there was a side door to get into the house. Dilapidated. Wasn't no way nobody lived here. Unicorn was accurate with her lookup, so that mean this was an old address on the plates. My stomach started hurting. I needed to find my line. Walking up, I hear, Bartholomew? Is that you? I turn around and peep, it was that stud that...
Yeah, we ain't seen her in a minute. Yeah, look, she
Easy had set me up on a blind date with.
Yeah, look, cutie.
Oh yeah, what's up? Man, it's nice to see you again. How you been? Shit, decent, one day at a time. Nah, for sure.
Look, Hooper, you basketball Hooper.
Buy this? Hell no. I came to try to go see about somebody here. See about somebody. Don't nobody live here? Yeah. It looked like it. Before I let out a deep sigh. Yeah, that lady moved probably like 9-10 months ago. Lady. I'm looking for a dude. His name Derek. Oh no, that was probably her boyfriend. Pulling out my phone. Do you recognize? Stepping closer. Her. Oh yeah, that's definitely her. You know where she might have moved to or where she probably be at? Oh yeah, for sure. She been staying here for years. I know all her people. With a sigh of relief, that's a blessing. You don't even know, like, I don't know what's to this lady. I think she done kidnapped my little one. Like, I need this information. Like, so what you know? Oh, so you need my help? Yeah, I do. For sure. I'll be happy to give you a little double A. Ass and anus. Aid and assistance. Under one condition. Nah.
We gotta go on a date again.
It's an abducted kid involved in this situation. Like, what you on? In the words of Bernie Mac, them kids. Yeah, hello. That's what's tweaking. You want to find the kid or not?
I need y'all help. Look how she looking. Look how she always is in the bed.
Wild.
Oh, she's spelling them.
It's hell.
Yeah.
I'm trying to find my line.
She wanna date again.
And now she holding the information for hostage.
Look how she looking in the bed.
What should I do?
She funny.
Just carry on and try to find another way to get Milan back in my possession?
No. See what's
or
to
play
it.
along.
Yeah, play along.
And get the information I need.
Look.
Drop it in the comments and let me know what I should do. And on the next episode,
look at her ass.
You like part 120, part
so
20?
Funny.
We're going to see what the next move is. Y'all let me know. I'm waiting on y'all.
Oh, God.
On God.
She's so funny. Oh, you need my help. Let me see what the hell Erica Kirk did now.
You haven't felt total organization until you've tried the Skylight calendar. No more missing appointments or confusion with my partner.
What did she do now?
On April 17th, there was an evidentiary hearing in the Tyler Robinson murder case. There's something that bothers me about this hearing that I've not heard anybody else talk about.
What part?
And it has to do with Erica Kirk.
Is it the speedy trial? Ain't that the only thing that's...
A unique aspect of this case is that Erica Kirk hired a lawyer and filed an invocation of speedy trial rights. Yes. I'm going to go through this because I think people are missing what is really happening in this document. Erica Kirk is filing this as the victim. She is claiming that as the victim representative, that she can assert her right to a speedy trial. This is something that is unique to criminal cases in the state of Utah. This is not done in other states. In Utah, victims have rights in the trial. The first obvious question...
How ironic is that? Somebody did their damn homework.
That Erica Kirk is not the victim. She was not the person who was shot. How can she file this document? Well, if the actual victim in the crime dies, then a close family member can file on their behalf as the victim representative. That is what Erica Kirk is doing.
This is a Fox News alert. Erica Kirk putting the judge presiding over her late husband Charlie's murder trial on notice by invoking her right to a speedy trial as the representative of a victim of crime. You can do that in Utah. They're the only state to have such a law.
The only state.
In a new court filing, she is accusing defense attorneys of dragging their feet as they attempt to kick the prosecutor off the case.
I'm going to show you what the law in Utah actually says, because I think this is important. Utah Statute 77-38-9 says, in cases in which the victim is deceased or incapacitated, upon request from the victim's spouse, parent, child, or close friend, the court shall designate a representative or representatives of the victim to exercise the rights of a victim under this chapter on behalf of the victim.
Ooh, that Zach ass. No, he's certified. Oh, designate a representative, not you be the representative. Ooh,
Okay.
that Zach ass.
So that seems to explain how Erica Kirk can take on this role.
Right.
But wait, there's more.
Let's go.
Section 4 says, the representative of a victim of a crime shall not be the accused or a person who appears to be accountable or otherwise criminally responsible for or criminally involved in the crime or conduct, a related crime or conduct, or a crime or act arising from the same conduct, criminal episode, or plan as the crime or conduct is defined under the laws of the state.
Here goes Zach. Here he go.
That is pretty broadly written,
Right.
and the intent is clear.
Right.
If you are a suspect in the crime, you cannot claim victims' rights.
I knew he was gonna say it. Look, I knew he was gonna say it.
For instance, if you are a wife that murders your husband, you cannot then walk into court and say, I want to assert my victim's rights. You do not get victims' rights if you are somehow involved in the crime. And the law actually states that it is merely the appearance of being involved that disqualifies you. It says that the representative of the victim shall not be a person who appears to be involved in the crime. If someone just appears to be suspicious, it disqualifies them from asserting victims' rights. People need to understand this. Just because Erica Kirk was Charlie Kirk's wife does not automatically give her these rights. She has to pass this legal test in order to exercise these rights under Utah law. In my opinion, she does not pass this hurdle. All these months later, we are still not sure of what Erica Kirk was doing on the day that Charlie Kirk was murdered. I have heard that she was in a parking lot at a hospital with her mother. I've also heard that she was not with her mother, but she was at the airport.
But that I happened upon some information that Erica was at the office of Hopkinson Aircrafts when she received the news that Charlie was dead.
What was she doing? And why can't we get a straight story from Erica Kirk? In my opinion, the fact that Erica Kirk keeps lying about her alibi makes her suspicious and should invalidate her from claiming victims' rights. Let me be clear. I am not saying that Erica Kirk is the murderer. I do not know. What I want to see is a fair trial. And what is happening here is not fair. The real question you need to ask yourself is, do you think Erica Kirk is suspicious? If she even has the appearance of somehow being involved in criminal activity related to Charlie Kirk's death, she cannot claim victims' rights. I think Erica Kirk has tricked the judge into recognizing her as the victim representative when she is not actually eligible. Now let us go back to the hearing, because you are going to be shocked. This is the prosecutor arguing in the hearing that Tyler Robinson's defense should not be granted a continuance because the defense wants more time to prepare for the preliminary hearing.
It's unnecessary and it's going to infringe on the victim's right to a speedy trial, as well as the state's ability to present the case. Justice delayed is justice denied, as the saying goes, and that's because it affects a victim's right to a speedy trial. And if the continuance was granted, it would affect the victim's right to a speedy trial.
The prosecution is saying that we need to speed up this trial because of Erica Kirk's victims' rights. He said it 3 times. That paper that Erica Kirk filed is having a very real impact on this trial. Now let us go to the defense. What did the defense have to say about Erica Kirk?
We also don't want Mrs. Kirk and her family to have to go through it again, because that's actually, in my opinion, the greatest harm to surviving victims in a case like this is the long run when cases don't proceed as the Constitution requires.
And so going to that point that you just asked, so how do you propose the court balance your request for a potentially large, a long delay against the constitutional rights of victim representative Ms. Kirk in her right to a speedy disposition of the case?
This is crazy to me.
Right.
The defense counsel and the judge are worrying about Erica Kirk.
Stock up this Earth Day with Paleo Valley's buy one, get one free offer on bone broth protein. If you're someone who cares about healthy eating and increasing the
If Erica Kirk could be considered a suspect in any way, she should not be influencing the outcome of this case against someone else. The defense counsel is saying that they are not getting the evidence they are requesting, so they need more time. And the judge is saying that they do not get more time because of Erica Kirk.
Another important question is, why haven't the FBI and the ATF provided data files that they utilized 6 months ago?
The prosecution has this information. They're just not giving it to the defense. This is deeply unfair. Another potential suspect should not be able to push through a speedy trial so that Tyler Robinson does not have time to put on a thorough defense. That is a violation of Tyler Robinson's rights to a fair trial. I think this is grounds for a mistrial. The judge is arguing from the bench that this case should be impacted by someone who could be considered another suspect. I think this clearly goes against Utah law concerning victims' rights. I think defense counsel should be fighting against Erica Kirk's assertion, not going along with it. Let me show you something else. The people at Turning Point are also acting suspicious. They recently did a podcast on the Charlie Kirk Show where they showed their frustration over why the court case was taking so long.
What would your bet be on when we might finally start impaneling jurors for this trial?
Early 2028. I would put the over-under on early 2028.
2028.
It's just the nature of capital cases, and in a case like this as well, it's already being kind of foreshadowed.
What the hell they look like they about to damn cry? Why both of them look like they are about to cry? Why both of them, first of all, had the same reaction at the same time? Let me hold on. Blake Neff looked like he about to shit his pants, and Andrew Colvett looked like he peed a little bit.
Why the court case
he looked like
was
he
taking
let out a little pee in his pants.
so long.
Watch him.
What would your bet be
Look how they both side eyeing each other.
when we might finally start impaneling jurors for this trial?
Early 2028. I would put the over on.
Look. That damn Blake shit his pants, and Andrew definitely let out a little pee. Look at both of them. Look at both of them. Oh my God. Look at these two here.
2020.
Look! What is this? What is going on? What the fuck just happened? What the fuck is going on with Blake? What just happened to Blake? Look. What just happened to Blake? Look. Let me watch it in real time so I can stop pausing it. What? I told you he shit his pants.
Was taking so long.
He just shit in his pants.
What would your bet be on when we might finally start impaneling jurors for this trial?
Look at
Early 2028. I would put the over under on early 2028.
2028.
It's just the nature of capital cases, and in a case like this as well, it's already being kind of foreshadowed that there are going to be many technical types of challenges to the evidence.
This is Blake Neff and Andrew Colvett. Why do they look so upset that the trial is taking so long? Andrew Colvett is literally holding his head. I find this behavior very suspicious. Why are they so concerned about taking the time to make sure that justice is done?
Right.
The fact that all these people at Turning Point, along with Erica Kirk, are trying to rush through this investigation seems to me to be a pretty good reason why we should all slow down and take a closer look at all of this. I think I have found a solution. Let us go back to Utah Law Statute 77-38-9. Did you notice that one of the people who could be classified as a victim representative includes a close friend? I want to remind everybody that Candace Owens was a close friend of Charlie Kirk. She has the text messages and video to prove she was a close friend.
Ooh, Zach just threw Candace that alley-oop.
Under Utah law, Candace Owens herself can file as a victim representative for Charlie Kirk. She could file today, and unlike Erica Kirk, Candace Owens can request that the investigation be thorough and that justice is done. Candace Owens can request that the defense counsel should be given the time that they need. Under Utah law, Candace Owens has just as much right as Erica Kirk to be recognized as the victim representative. In fact, I would argue that Candace Owens has more rights than Erica Kirk, because Erica Kirk has the appearance of somehow being involved in the crime. The judge will be required under Utah law to honor a request from Candace Owens. He cannot accept one victim request while ignoring the other, because he has to remain impartial. Now, technically, the judge does have the discretion to do whatever he wants. But if he does not accept a request from Candace Owens, it will show everyone that he is biased and the trial is a sham. I hope that Candace Owens steps up and asserts her rights in the trial of Tyler Robinson. Now I want to hear from you. Do you think that Candace Owens should file as a victim representative? Let me know in the comments down below. And if you like this video, don't forget to hit that subscribe button so you don't miss out on future videos. If you want to support independent journalism like this channel, consider signing up for a membership on my website, wolvesandfinance.com. For $6 a month.
That was nice. See? He said Megan and Clay split. Now, I'm gonna get about it. I don't feel like doom scrolling. Oh, right. There was some shots fired at and there is supposed to be a what is he called? A mentalist? Yes, you know where I'm trying to go. The White House correspondent J.D. Vance escorted out. Okay, Trump rushed off. What the fuck happened? We didn't have to go through metal detectors? We didn't have to go through metal detectors? Let me see what the fuck. Oh my God. That security is snatching on Vance. Get your ass out of this damn chair. Get out of here. He is grabbing on J.D. Vance right now. I'm confused. I'm a little confused. Child, you gotta watch him snatching RJ Vance ass. Look, he got up so cool. You right. Let me get the fuck on. She under the table. Where's Trump? Oh, he already gone. Oh, Lord. Oh no. Wait, they got Vance out before Trump? Ain't that some shit? Oh, he didn't fail. Oh, Lord, Trump didn't fail. Oh, my God. Oh, my God. And he didn't fail. Okay, well, let me see what happened. Let me see. I need to see what happened, y'all, because, you know, the lead up, the follow up. I had said that. I was like, it was so much going on. It was Krishan. Kevin had dropped from Just Thought Lounge, but he dropped that Thursday. Corporate dropped that yesterday. And so I was like, oh, let me keep up. Let me, because as soon as I logged in, it was like, oh, shots fired at the White House Correspondents. And I'm like, and then the mic was messing up. Oh, it was too much going on.
This is the most anticipated smart security camera of the year. No internet connection needed, no wiring or complicated installation, and best of all,
okay, so we cool. Everything's cool. I don't know who this is. I don't know. We got water glasses on the table. We got some little silverware, salt and pepper. Okay. Napkins and stuff. Okay, whoever draped this table, cloth or whatever. Okay, we got okay. The setup is setting itself up. Let me see. It's loud. There's a lot of noise going on. Is that The Mentalist? There's supposed to be a guy here. There's no comedian. You know, they cancel her. The black chick that was supposed to be here at the last minute. And so there's supposed to be a mentalist here. I can't remember if this is him. I saw his I think that was NPR who had told me that there was going to be a little mentalist coming. That's him, the mentalist. I was like, ooh, that kind of look like him. He's a mentalist. And what is his name? Oz Perlman. See, I be keeping up, child. You know I be keeping up. And so, close your mouth, honey. Look at Trump, totally uninterested. What the fuck just happened? I don't know what's going on now. Hold on, because she put her hand up and... Oh, she was like... Okay. I don't hear no shot. Who is playing music right now? Okay, so people just... Okay, the music is playing. People are vibing and laughing and chitter-chattering and stuff like that. It's so much noise going on. And then all of a sudden, you just see people running. That's when he fell. He didn't snatch Vance and went out that way. He can't... Okay. We don't know what's going on. We have no idea what's going on at this point. Like, everybody just got down on the floor. Who can get on the floor? Because the way my knees is set up, and then the way I need to be able to see. So I can't be all on the floor. I need to see. Everybody didn't get on the floor. But my knees cannot get down there. Look at his ass. He's looking like, why? Look, camera, of course. Look, right. Trump rushed off stage, dinner, shooting, gas takeover. What are we talking about right now? Like, what are we talking about? Nothing. I didn't even hear no gunshots, so I don't even know why people are talking about a shooting. Okay, well, they responded to a shooting, so somebody was shooting. Secret Service is all over this place. Okay. Okay. Well, we just needed to know what was going on. We just wanted to make sure, because we didn't come out here for this. We didn't get all dressed up, you know, tailored suits and designer dress. Okay, we didn't for all this. We just wanted a nice little. Who had firearms? That's what I'm trying to. Girl, put that phone down. What are y'all? Turn the camera. I don't even know who camera this is. They're just standing still, like just standing there. I'm like, turn. Look at Jesse. He talking about it. Chaos at the correspondent dinner. That's what I'm saying. What did he say? What did Trump say? Because he failed. Don't ask me to say and give no speech about what happened at because I failed on the way out. Now I'm mad. Look. Oh.
Well, thank you very much.
Oh, he looked tired.
Very unexpected.
For sure.
But
But
incredibly.
then look at Cash Patel ass finna come like he done did some
acted
shit.
upon by Secret Service and
Look at Cash Patel
enforcement,
and he need to learn how to
It
relax.
was an event dedicated to freedom of speech.
Ain't that some shit? Ain't that some shit? You done told Associated Press that they can't come to none of the events. They're not allowed in the White House because they refuse to say go for damn. Oh my God. Just let them go.
Was supposed to bring together members of both
About
parties
freedom of
with
speech.
members
It's
of the
something that
press.
keeps just getting into my eye.
And in a certain
So
way it did.
irritating.
Because the fact that they just unified, I saw a room that was just totally unified. It was in one way very beautiful, a very beautiful thing to see a man charge a security checkpoint armed with multiple weapons. And he was taken down by some very brave members of Secret Service, and they acted very quickly and have just released, for purposes of transparency, clarity, I've ordered it to be put out. You probably have it by now. Put out on Truth and put out on many other platforms. A tape showing the violence of this thug that attacked our Constitution, and also showing how quickly Secret Service and law enforcement acted on our country's.
Was it a thug? He quit to call out a word. It's thug. I'm like, was it a thug?
Half really did a great job. One officer was shot, but saved by the fact that he was wearing obviously a very good bulletproof vest. He was shot from very close distance with a very powerful gun, and the vest did the job. I just spoke to the officer, and he's doing great. He's in great shape. He is.
In the meantime.